Hi, this is Christine Carroll. I am a senior MC of Boston South Shore, and this is my audition tape for this year's conference. I chose my first choice on the survey, which speaks towards preparation and comparing your first meeting with a new merchant to a first date. So in regards to that, I'm going to speak in terms of meeting with a new restaurateur. So those will be how I will focus this preparation. First of all, I look at when I meet with a new merchant as comparing it to when I used to audition as an actress, which was something my graduate degree was on. And I feel strongly that within the first 30 seconds, you have to make your strongest impression with the merchant. They judge you and size you up, and their time is very scarce. So in doing that, I believe first impressions to be something that I focus strongly on in preparing for my meeting. And what I try to do is gather up as much information as I possibly can so I can spin it from a personal approach. So many times with a restaurant, it's a restaurant that I've gone to, that I've taken my family to, that I've prepared on the back end as far as gathering up as much information as possible. So when I walk in there, I have one sentence. Either it's something like, I love this restaurant. This is my favorite restaurant. This is where I take all my special occasions are held at this restaurant. Or I follow you on Facebook, I am a follower of yours on Twitter, I use social media, I talk about posts that they might make, or an article I might have read, or a TV program I might have seen them on. So now I've captivated their attention because the focus is on them. And I really feel that a lot of restaurateurs do have strong egos, and I always like to start the meeting off by speaking to them and about their place. And that also helps me in gathering up more information about this merchant and developing that relationship. So when I'm preparing the night before I go to meet with this merchant, some of the homework that I do is obviously I check out their website, I check out their Facebook, their Twitter, any social media. I'm looking at articles. If there are any local articles, we have a lot of local papers and a lot of online local sites that will do reviews on businesses, local businesses. I definitely want to get a feel for that. And again, I go to these places and I patron them myself so I can have first-hand knowledge. Maybe there's a particular dish or something I may speak to that I've had, which also helps to draw them into the meeting. And again, as I continue to talk to them, I'm going to ask them questions. And the questions, the line of questionings that I like to take are in anticipation of any objections that I know that are very common that I'm going to get when I'm done doing my presentation. So if I can gather that information in the beginning, that helps me in the end overcome objections that they might have. So for example, your traditional questions that you'll ask are, do you accept reservations? So you can overcome whether or not that people have to wait for a table, and you know how to handle that objection. I talk about specials or promotions that they might be having. I'll drill down into their menu or look at the boards when I first walk into the restaurant, speak to their promotions, any other specials that they might have. This will overcome the fear of discounting or couponing. I try to gather up those questions and have a conversation that's as informal as I can in regards to building up their confidence in me in building up the relationship that we're developing. And then I get into Living Social. And when I'm speaking on Living Social, I'm going to speak in terms that they can relate, that make good business sense for them. I'm going to punch up programs and tools that we give our merchants that are going to better help them with their business. And then finally, at the end, when I go over the terms and conditions, I make sure that I'm confident that what I'm giving them is a great vehicle to drive traffic and bring new customers to their place of business, and then I wrap up my meeting with confidence and ask for the signature. And that's what I do in preparation for my first date.